we
But once again, no way to tell when you missed the coin, when it could have easily been placed out of reach on the main path. If it was like that and also maybe had this saw removed, I'd be a lot more fond of it. But otherwise, it's another F tier for reasons I've mentioned many times now. The first coin of Theory of Everything does a nice job building off the introduction of the UFO game mode, but I think it would have been a lot cleaner if the fake wall was just removed entirely. It probably didn't make sense to do that though, since the level existed before coins were added. It gets a B. Oh boy, this next coin is one hell of a challenge, and I love it. It's such a good application of mini ship, especially since it wasn't used all that much in Clutterfunk. It's also super well placed, and most importantly, it's consistently difficult. It's hard, but not far enough in the level for it to feel like a huge choke point. It's tempting, and that's good. Easy S. I originally didn't like this level's last coin, but as I was writing this video, it started to grow on me. You can tell where you're supposed to fall thanks to the missing saw blade, and then you're immediately thrown back up with jump pads. I think knowing where to fall is challenging enough in this case, since you have to jump over this really tempting looking jump pad. Also, putting orbs down there would just cause camera problems. The coin could definitely benefit from a clearer indication that you missed it, but either way, the missing saw blade is a huge step in the right direction, so we'll give it a B+. By the way, I don't know if I'm just crazy, but I always think this coin is further into the section than it actually is. Alright, we've reached Electroman Adventures, which means we're entering a whole new era of secret coins. All of the previous coins were edited into the level in Update 1.6, but from here on out, the levels were actually built with coins directly in mind. With that being said, let's see what we're up against. Coin 1 of Electroman makes some really good use of the breakable blocks, which definitely isn't something you see every day. It tries to throw you off with this down arrow as well as the general structure of the gameplay, but if you paid attention to how the breaking blocks were introduced, you might realize you can keep going higher. There's even a little more gameplay up there, which is much appreciated. I was going to take off a few marks because the gameplay is a little hard to understand at first, mainly because of this block with the blue pad, but then I realized no, it's honestly fine. It's weird like once, but this path becomes second nature very quickly. It's hidden but very findable if you're paying attention, and because of that, I don't think the actual coin needs to be out in the open. I'm torn on whether to give this one an A or an S, but I might actually go with S because of how well it tricks your brain into focusing on the main path and ignoring the extra breakable blocks. Coin 2 comes directly after the first one, and this time it's just hidden away in a wall like we've seen many times already. I can't say I'm a fan of this one, mainly because the hitboxes of the corner blocks can be really confusing. There's definitely some challenge, but I wish it was in a more unique spot, like between two saws, so it's getting a D. The final coin is completely free, and also less effort than taking the main path. Easy F, this one's not even worth my time. The first coin of Clubstep is completely free, and also less effort than taking the main path. Another F. Okay, wait, let's back up and talk about this one a little. First up, this is a demon level. You'd expect hard coins from it, and I'll be honest, this coin might look a little intimidating at first. It presents itself as a really precise looking coin, but once you get it, you realize that it's pretty much impossible to mess up. I almost feel like it would make more sense to redecorate this part and then move the coin to the normal path. Also, if you miss the coin, you can't do this cool jump, which, come to think of it, probably could have been tied to the coin to add an extra step. Whatever, you know what they say, it's not Clubstep without the L. Well, I mean, it's not an L, it's an F. You get the point. The second coin's an improvement, and this time going into a wall actually makes sense since it's a common theme in the level. The gameplay is pretty much identical to the normal route, but the background walls make the spikes even harder to see. I don't think this coin is anything crazy, but in the context of Clubstep, it just works. C tier. For Clubstep. I think the last coin of this level could be improved gameplay-wise, but I really like the idea behind it. If you reach this point in the level, you're probably shaking over the fact that you're at the very end, which on its own makes the coin so much more intense. It's an easy coin, but it requires some serious bravery to go for. I like the idea of having a choke coin here since it perfectly matches the energy of Clubstep, but only as a one-time thing because if you do this at the end of every demon level, it's just gonna get annoying. A tier, why not? Coin 1 of Electrodynamics is a pure one that's very straightforward. Take a slightly harder path, get a reward for it. It's fun and definitely satisfying to get, but I think a little more challenge would help make it shine. I'll be nice and give it a B though. Second coin, I'm just not really sure what's up with this one. The entire coin route feels kind of awkward, and especially the jump back to the main path. Fortunately, the placement of the coin is good, and I like how you enter it by skipping an orb that you'd instinctively press, so I'll bump it up to a D before you yell at me for handing out yet another F. The last coin is supposed to be a sort of heat of the moment coin that tests how fast you can react at triple speed. All you really have to do is skip an orb though, and it's about the same difficulty as taking the main path. It also leads into a blind jump and is overall pretty forgettable, but it plays off of a decent idea and is pretty clean visually, so I'll give it a C. The first coin of Hexagon Force is simple, but I find the way that you get there to be a little clever. I think this coin would be more justified if it was towards the end of the level, but for one that's placed right at the start, I think it needs more spice to it. C tier. Coin 2 is just plain unoriginal. It could have played off the new slope physics or something, but nope, it's just another generic wall coin. It flows well enough for a D, but that doesn't mean it's good. Finally, the last coin is, well, it's another wall coin. Pretty much exactly the same as the previous one, just slower. It's not awful gameplay-wise, but so many coins have done this exact trick that it's completely stale by now. Like, after looking at all the coins before this one, I'm completely sick of it. Not only am I giving this one an F tier, but I'm moving it to its own tier list along with every other coin that involves flying the ship through a fake wall and nothing else. Moving on to blast processing, I think the first coin is exactly what it needs to be. There haven't been any dual coins yet, and mixing one with the wave is a match made in heaven because you always feel in control. The dual makes this one look a lot harder to get than it actually is, but also way cooler. It's really satisfying. S. Coin 2 requires some interesting UFO timing, and the fake teeth is a nice touch. It could have been a fake wall, and I'm grateful that it's not. Not much to complain about here, I think it's perfectly well done, and I'm giving it an A. For some reason, whenever I get the third coin, I always tell myself, oh wow, that was a lot like the last coin. Which isn't necessarily true since they play out quite differently, but there's definitely some resemblance. It's also just kind of unoriginal, and nothing feels special about it at this point in the game. It would have been cool to see the spikes filled in, similar to Theory of Everything, but its current state is by no means terrible, so we'll give it a C. I'm gonna be real with you guys, I don't even know how to explain the first coin in Theory 2. Like, honestly, I've stopped paying attention to what's going on. You just kind of learn how to get it, and then it becomes muscle memory. But it's a solid B, nothing that concerns me too much. The second coin's neat because I really like the timing that's required to get it, and it always feels super satisfying to pull off. Problem is, it's really hard to eyeball. The outlines for the wall need to be a lot stronger, because right now my strategy is to just blindly let go and hope that I'll make it through the opening. Maybe other people are able to see it more clearly, but I personally just go off of what feels right. And if that was the intent for this coin, I don't know if that's the best idea. I would have given this coin an A, but the lack of clarity in the outlines drops it to a C. Third coin is just a repeat of the second one from Jumper, but with more decoration. By this point in the game, going up there is just instinct, and I find myself doing it even when I didn't intend on it. The X on the yellow orb is kinda cheap, and you have to do a weirdly delayed jump in order to recover from the coin, which is just a recipe for chokes this late in the level. I'm gonna have to give it an F because this level has a lot of untapped coin potential, and this one just wastes it. On the bright side, it does make it easier to beat the level with 3 coins so that you get this cool icon. Coin 1 of Geometrical Dominator is creative, and even a bit of a puzzle since you need to figure out how to get through the gap. The use of outlines here is a really nice break from the normal fake block style, and I'm glad that it was designed this way so that the path to the coin is a lot more clear. My main gripe with this coin is the bugs, because there's a lot of extra ways to fit through the gap, and most of them are unintended and really should have been accounted for. For example, you can just not jump and hit the gravity portal, which reveals some buggy behavior, or you can do a well-timed jump after picking up the coin to stay upside down all the way until the next cube part. This coin would have gotten a B or a B+, but the sheer number of bugs surrounding it drops it to a C, even if they are kind of fun. The second coin is kinda like the first one from Time Machine, but done super right. The high speed mixed with the floatiness of the robot game mode makes this one extremely fun to collect, even if it is really easy. You'll probably pass by it on your first playthrough, but it's enough to make you go, oh, that's clever, I'm gonna go for it next time. It's also completely pure, which helps it feel like this really graceful leap of faith with nothing to get in the way. I was debating taking off marks since it's super easy, but it's also really satisfying and utilizes the robot game mode quite nicely. Not to mention, you actually have to make a bit of a conscious effort to get this one, so it's not free. Easy S tier, fight me. Not much to say about this last coin. I guess there's moving objects now, but it doesn't really add that much in this case. I'm just gonna put it in the D tier of the wall tier list we made earlier. Deadlock marks the first use of a key coin, where you have to grab the key in the ship part to unlock the area with the coin later on. These coins are a little controversial, because in a lot of cases you can just replace the key itself with the coin, since that's usually the hard one to get. Sure enough, it's super easy to grab the coin after picking up the key, but I'm gonna be nice with this one since it's the first time a key was used and it's kind of cool. The key itself is placed in a pure and really clever spot, requiring a well-timed swoop in the ship that always feels a little risky to pull off. Official levels never scale down their coins, so it actually makes a bit of sense to use a key here since a coin wouldn't fit without looking strange. It's weird that you don't get the actual coin until much later on, but I like that it opens up an alternate...
I can't believe I forgot that I can't believe I started up the stream and then forgot what I was doing. 10 out of 10 streaming. Anyway, we're gonna be. I put some clouds in this one. Not entirely sure about how good it looks, honestly. It's not the best. I'm probably gonna. I could throw in some animated objects on to layer above that. In fact, let's do that now. Yeah, I can't actually remember what most of these animated objects even look like. That could be a problem. Well, there's only one way to find out. That is to go into another level, go to the beginning, slap in a few desired objects, figure out where the heck the player starts off. Change the colors so that there's actually some contrast. Maybe nice dark color. And also I'm going to throw in one of these. I don't like you, glow. Go away, glow. Continue with a bunch of others. And then kind of try to conclude whether I want to use them, and if so, which ones. That one would probably be I also want to make sure that I can remember. I also want to remember which ones are kind of like sporadic, so for example, like the first one there, which is almost completely invisible for a lot of its animation, and the second to last one, and the ones that are more continuous, like those other three that you can see there. Let's see. Thinking of using them, a few of them on low opacity, especially that last one. Yeah, okay. Right. And then just get rid of those for now. And go back to what we were doing before. And start spamming those objects everywhere. Yay. Now that I think about it, I don't want to make that feels kind of small. Could just be that and zoomed way out. Make it 0.25 and white, one color, and then sure. It is pretty small compared to the cloud objects there, but still. Gray might be a bit too dark. And so we will increase the brightness. So now it's a little bit brighter. And we're also going to move it to layer 3 so you can actually see what we're doing with it. And move some more of them around. Especially towards the top here. I'm actually going to move this one farther off to the side. This one a bit farther down. Smidge up. And now we make a bunch of copies of that and spin it around. And then realize that we could just be doing that instead of trying to finagle our way. And actually, on that note, same thing with those. Put that on the, no wait, you put that there, and do that, and delete the rotated version of that. So now I have like, I want to make basically a thing that repeats every 45 degrees because I don't really want to do any more as I'm lazy. So that's going to be my indicator of when to stop throwing clouds in wherever the heck kind of places. Let's see, now we've got some of those. We'll want some of these as well. That's a very small object. Can't remember whether these objects appear in Ultimate Preset Pack at all. And since I don't remember, there's only one way to find out, and that is to go look, because I have a copy of it available. Well, the current answer seems to be I doubt it. So it is a good air deco to connect structures with, and it does pulse well. I can make them on my own. I'm also going to take a look at the original just to see if there's anything that's been added. I mean, it doesn't really look like it, but it doesn't hurt to check. Oops. Text. Is that the pulsing object? Art. Action. Nope, doesn't particularly look like it. Almost 1,000 likes on that. Cool. And if anyone wants to know, it doesn't really look like there's anyone here to begin with. I accidentally resized the window. Great. Man, I keep feeling like, why am I doing this? So I think I have 3 variants of this. One with red, one with orange, and then one that appears more or less mostly higher up. It's kind of a yellowish color. All of them at low opacity. And then time to hit that copy and paste button 2 million times. I don't even know, but I guess kind of pattern with these looks good. Move just one of them farther down. See whether I regret it. Probably won't. This is going to be a lot of objects, I just realized. Really wish I could scale them up. Maybe I should space them out a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Oops. accidentally removed them. And not bad. I should link any of those. Some long action. I'm kind of curious how that's going to look. I think that might be an improvement. I'm also going to throw that there because that's a bit of a gap in the clouds. Anyway. Now I have a blue sky with basically clouds. And, you know, I could, if I feel like it later, I could try doing something like making different layers of that rotate at different speeds. Probably will. Sounds like a not too bad idea. Is this all into group, right group yet? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. You know, I think I'm going to do one more thing. That is to take all of these clouds, move them apart a tad. And I guess put the ones that I've moved on a new layer to show that they're done. So they might move them apart quite significantly. Let's see, how much should we do? About 1.4, and 0.4 is, that ought to be the right amount. Square root of 2 shenanigans. Let's see. Well, time to bring up the calculator for this one. Alright, that should take care of the rest of them. And they should all be looking as if they're about the same distance. Moved apart. And 16 gun should be smooth enough. And if it isn't, I can tweak stuff. Oh boy. It looks a little not quite continuous, but whatever. Clouds. It's clouds. And now I can move it back to layer 2 and scale it up all the way and make it part of the background. Copy and paste it. Rotate it a little. Increase the layer. And one last layer of it. Could probably put those on their own. Yeah, put those on their own layer. So those are going to be kind of clouds in the background. I might also make them lower opacity or something. At least these ones probably a little bit lower opacity. Anyway, time to do that whole same thing on the bigger wheel. And kind of hope that it works, I guess. Also gonna scale these down. A bit. Each individual cloud and object in this area, because we're going to be scaling them back up. Wonder how many objects there are in here. 9. I just did 5. 6. 7. 8. And 9. And then we can throw that over here as well. And now copy and paste that and spam it all over the place. Hopefully give it a organic sort of feel. Ish. Maybe. Just a little. And just from having, spammed clouds everywhere in a manner that doesn't really have any particular pattern. Yeah. Also play around with the brightness of some of the clouds to, I guess, modulate the brightness of the regions where they intersect, if that makes any sense. I should also probably link those objects so that I don't lose track of where I had planned to stop. That'll be enough of the white clouds. Now we throw in a few of these slightly gray, more grayish clouds. All right. That should be enough of the clouds. Now to fill that area with glow pieces. Because glow pieces always looks good, right? Alright, put that many of them. But yeah. One there. Sure, that's good enough. Now get rid of that. Take this, copy, paste it. Actually select the object that I meant to select. And now that is one cloud layer done for the larger circle. Some people actually came onto the stream for a bit there. I'm going to mute the desktop audio for a bit because there's not really anything to hear because I'm just in the editor. And okay. So the next thing I want to do is to link all the clouds objects around here. And then do the same with the glow objects. Hmm. I kind of feel like I'm just wondering, why am I even here? I guess the reason that I'm here is to copy and paste this cloud object. I don't know who's on the stream, but if anyone. Yeah, I also made the clouds actually be all the same size this time, as opposed to the other big circle where they weren't quite all the same size, which, I mean, it could give you a more interesting organic feel, but it feels weird to scale them up when they're not quite in sync with each other. Anyway. Now for that, spin that one to who knows where, and then a final one, again spin it around to wherever the heck. This one kind of feels like there's gaps, so there's only one thing that I can do when there's too many gaps. Fill them in. And then do the same with this other gap. And yeah, I gotta remind myself that it's okay if it looks kind of dark. It's gonna look one heck of a lot brighter later on. Once the heck ton of glow objects have been added. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put in more layers. E. Is anyone even watching the stream? Doesn't really look like there's anyone even watching it. Well, I'll copy and paste the glow object a couple of times. And also mess with the coloring. Spin it around a little, just a little. moving that one around a lot. And I guess just continually hope that I'm not throwing in too many objects to the point where it makes the game lag to all heck. Taking off all of the objects in here that are rotated. And it looks like all of those are. That might be, still got some that are pointing down. And for this one, I guess, the top ones to be more spread out and the bottom ones to be more clumped up together, because the rotation is going to clump the top together more and spread the bottom apart more. Alright. Time to move it into position. Might need even more at the bottom area. Yeah, that ought to do it. And now, oh, I already had that selected. Okay. And now we can put this on the bottom layer, rotate it to who knows where. And 3 layers of that. So yeah, now we have some clouds that will appear above the platforms and some that will appear below. I also kind of wonder whether that's any good. Yeah, I think so. It's already at 2. Hello, Spasuk. I'm actually kind of thinking of going on a BRB because I need to get something to eat. And first of all, need stuff to respond. Okay. Already on minimum zoom. Let's see. Now we bring up the calculator again, because This has a radius of 27-ish. And multiply by 2 pi, you get 170 or so as a circumference. That's the number of, that's 170 blocks. And 170 blocks, and you're going oh dang, this is a really old version. .2-ish blocks per second. Okay. Divided by 19.2. So 8.84 seconds per rotation. So if we go, hello Sekubin circles, whoever you are. We're now inserting some rotate triggers. So it was 8.84 seconds per rotation. Hi, bad at deco. I'm OOC. I'm also bad at deco. Wow, I can't put in a second decimal. That is just great. If we multiply that by 5, we get 44.2. Okay. 40 seconds. Well, it's going to be rotating counterclockwise. And 35 goes around 36, I think. And let's just see how long this goes for. Okay, so that's well beyond the end of the levels. We'll have no trouble there. Better at deco or better at beating levels? I have no idea. Not sure if it makes sense to compare those skills. This one is something like 28, 29. Let's say 28 and a half. I'm going to move these first 3 layers. yeah, it's 28 radius. Stink. I just remembered that this whole section is in triple speed. That could be a problem. Triple speed is 15.59. Some. This rated or featured? I have no idea. I don't really consider myself that good of a creator, especially when trying to design what most people would consider a level. Wonder what layer is this on? 3. This 7 around 38. 11.28. 11.3. What is this? So I want it to end right around here. So we can double the time and the number of rotations. Yeah, that'll do. I am already in some mods Discord servers. So that's nice of you, but I think I already have at least some access to people who can send it and levels that I make. Let's see. There's actually a layout of it that's out right now, but it's unlisted. Can't remember whether you actually need to be friends with someone on GD to access an unlisted level. Hang on, let me find it. Hey, wonder if you can see that. Doesn't look like it. What the heck did I just do? I just clicked into the wrong level entirely. ID 9031 90317912. Okay then. I don't know if this actually would work if you tried to enter it in. Anyway, back to using the calculator. 10.88 seconds per rotation now. Yeah, you probably need to actually be friends with the creator in order to access an unlisted level. And I can't really be bothered. 21.8. And now that if we can just move it back enough spaces so that it's roughly in line with that one. The hardest level that I've beaten. I mean, there's 3 different answers to that. The hardest level I've ever, the hardest like rated level that I've beaten is probably Acropolis. Perhaps you've heard of it. The hardest challenge that I've beaten is Forklift Certified by Nariki, or also known as Woe, in Woolsey's Discord server. I can probably find. What happens when I search this up? I don't see it. Oh no, it's by Makoemi, not by Nariki. This one took me over 6,000 attempts, which is the biggest attempt count I've got on any level. The hardest thing I've ever verified is a toss-up. It's a toss-up between this level, which is absolute garbage pile, but 1, it used to be worse, and 2, I can't even remember how to, but yeah, it was supposed to be, it was meant to be just, dang. But yeah, it was meant to be just completely off the walls, ridiculous. Oh my gosh, I've got a lot of attempts on that. Realize. The other, it's a toss-up between that and this challenge, which, I mean, it looks like I don't have as many attempts. Dang it, Keep Mom, I really need to subscribe to you or something, because I wouldn't be able to find your stream otherwise. Oh my gosh. Well, that's more attempts than I've got on anything else. That's probably the most attempts I've got on anything, period. Holy bananas. I must have play tested this to all heck outside of the editor. Probably practice. You know, actually, there are some like sections to that I ended up cutting because they were, or making a version of because they were so hard, and I probably practice moded through those sections more times than I was healthy. Which probably probably accounts for a lot of those attempts. Oh, this one has about the same amount. Kind of this, well, pretty close to the same amount. But yeah, that's 11,000. This one, yeah, this one's, this one yeah, this one's no way this one's this hard. Only 4,000 attempts. I'm tempted to see how many attempts I've got on these, because these are stupidly hard. Oh my gosh, that's... Okay, this one has the most, and it's only 3,000. Yeah. This one, I didn't actually try to beat. This one, I don't know how... This one's probably harder than anything else that I've ever made that I think I had a chance at beating. But I'm not really trying to beat it. No. This one kind of, well, yeah, these are just ship challenge. These 2 are just ship challenges that I've made that I was thinking of incorporating into levels. This one, the level I was going to incorporate it into got more or less scrapped. Honestly, the concept for the level was pretty little Timmy-ish. It was just like a level that was meant to be hard. This one though, it's challenging, but I really like the gimmicks that I put into it. It's honestly actually kind of fun to play. Heck, I'm give it a try now. Oh, okay, yeah, this one's the Nerf version. Oh no, wait, no, it's not. It's not, because if you get the coin, you get the unnerfed version. And the quote unquote unnerfed ship stink. Yeah, I'm not actually going to try to beat this because, well, for one thing, it's been a while. I'm not going to try to make the most annoying wave part possible. I would have done it for the level that this was supposed to be part of, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that in a level that I actually release. This is just absolute garbage to the face. I can't. I could never. I've never even come close to beating this in one attempt. I've got it in like 5 runs or something stupid. Not that I've put in much effort into trying to beat it, into trying to grind it out, but still, even the first click is stupidly precise because you can't hit the red orb. If you stink. You hit the diamond, you're in trouble. If you hit the blue pad, you're also in trouble. I'm slightly disappointed in myself that I haven't gotten through that stupid gap yet. That at least I was able to do sometimes before. Yeah, but it's just absolutely ridiculous. Oh, for Pete's sakes, dude. Oh, I finally did it. Anyway, goodbye. I'm done. I'm out of that. The point of the troll level is not to be annoying. I even I took this and I'm nerfing it. I'm literally nerfing it because it was too annoying. It's not supposed to be annoying. It's supposed to be like, haha, funny, you get trolled. What the heck? What even are D blocks in this game? Actually, I probably just forgot to include some. Yeah. Oh, that might be why I had it a certain way before. Anyway, I should probably getting super sidetracked right now, but whatever. That's the D blocks. Huh. That's so weird. What is it, Alec? Yeah, Wave just decides to clip. I don't understand how to... Oh, wait. That's actually using the blocks like that. The many wave clips through anything, anytime, anywhere, so I'm gonna get rid of that because it's probably not. But yeah, I'm gonna line this with these blocks because it clips into them slightly less often. Yeah. And also, no wait, not get rid of it, just add one of those. Anyway, so the troll in this section is that it looks like you'd have to go between these two. The spikes all come up towards you, so I want to make them as easy to see as possible. Um, wait. Oh yeah. Oh, you beat it. Bloodbath on that's pretty cool. Um, Congrats. Bloodbath is hard. It's harder than anything I've ever beaten. But yeah, the troll here is, first of all, this spike doesn't actually come up, so you can just walk right over it. And, yeah, it looks like you have to get through a relatively tight timing there, but no, you can just go down here. And then in this part, if you, yeah, it's not supposed to be. I know you can just spam through it. It's not supposed to be hard. It's supposed to. If you've ever seen people playing troll levels in Mario Maker, they're not super difficult levels. They're like the rough equivalent of the Geometry Dash. The rough equivalent might be like Easy Demon. They're very rarely harder than like Easy or Medium Demon. This would be like even a beginner troll level, which would be more like 7 or 8 star, or even less. So yeah, I've been trying to go. I'm trying to go through and just hopefully figure out what potential choke points there are, and just overall make it more like something people will, I guess, want to play. Okay. That is an idea. I already did remove some of them. Let's see. Yeah, I'll make them stick out a little bit more. So you actually have to do something to avoid them. Not that much more, but a little bit more. Nope, that's the fake one. I mean, if you weren't planning to record it, then whatever. Anyway, back to this. Wonder how this is fitting on the window. It's not quite fitting on the window. That's better. And in here we were, yes, we were dealing with rotate triggers. Let's see. I'm gonna start off by moving you up by move you up by 1, 2, 3, 4 grid spaces, I think. And to the left by like 1,000,000. Yes, incredible name. Let's see. I'm gonna toggle off 35 for now. It's gonna, well, first of all, set these to actually be on that group, so because if they're just standing still, they'll look weird. And of course mine is funnier. Mine was supposed to be funny. Theirs was supposed to be an actual level, I think. Everyone else was like making actual levels, but just making the name money laundering because haha, everything in the awarded tab is money laundering now. I wasn't trying to get star rate. I was trying to make a silly joke level. So yeah. One moment, I would like to first move this. Heck if I know how far. Should probably make it alpha to 0. And then alpha back to 100. And have it start locking to player X, who knows how long. Cool. Want to be a creator? Cool. Have fun, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Did I forget to put a group in this? I did. You did a level request stream and you got viewers and nobody actually commented and gave you a level ID? That's funny. So yeah, the level looks so far like this. Why did I just jump into those spikes? That was... I don't know. I don't even know sometimes myself. I thought I hit the orb. Maybe I should move that spike. Is it rotating? Is it just me or does it look like it's rotating slowly for some reason? Yeah, I know it's gonna look messy for like the first 10 iterations. Is it really moving at that speed? I'm also kind of getting a little worried about the difficulty of like being able to see the gameplay through the decoration. It's because like that, I'm having trouble seeing what's going on. What do you think I can do to make the clouds, the rings of cloud look cleaner, but still look like, you know, clouds? Anyway. Gotta change up the speed in it. The speed is a lot, mate. Alright. So you're suggesting a parallax effect? Well, fortunately, that's exactly what I was planning on kind of doing next. Yeah, all of the clouds are going to be, most of the clouds at least, are going to be rotating at different speeds. I have to just actually make them all have groups. It's going to be fun. And by fun, I mean funt. I mean, I heard mate used quite a lot on Top Gear / Bottom Gear, so it's gonna be I can't do accents, so wonder whether Top Gear is Australian. Acquire next cloud layer. Acquire next group. Move next cloud layer. Rinse, repeat. I kind of hope that I didn't just seriously mess up the position of all of this stuff, because knowing me, there's a good chance I did. Anyway. I'm doing a parallax because this is supposed to be, I guess, not just one, how to say it. It's not really supposed to be just a solid wall of cloud. Okay, that's aligned. Okay, it looks like they're in alignment again. Okay. And now went up to 49, so we take this and Viprin plus paste it a bunch of times and slightly change up the number of times things rotate. We. Um. Three layers, 360, 240. Remember what groups I even had stuff on. Okay, it is 39, 40, 41. And yeah, whatever the heck else I had. And I'm gonna bump these up by 45 degrees instead of 60. Hello, Alpha. Welcome to stream, Alpha Roast. Not sure what exactly you're trying to say about that, with that. If this is a God loves me and not you kind of moment, then you're kind of dumb. If you're hoping to, well, actually, I mean, if you got people, that could actually be an effective thing to say to people who are Christians, but who could be a good thing to aim at people who say they are Christians but aren't really feeling it, or who are doing some seriously dodgy stuff. Let's see. I want to see how this looks. Any luck, it'll be just a smidge better than it was before. I also want to make sure that I'm not seeing the edge of the screen poking out through the clouds. You know what? I feel like I forgot something. And that something was taking all of these and like actually assigning them the group that I meant to assign them in the first place. There's always spam bots on YouTube. There's spam bots everywhere. What the heck they're trying to do is beyond me. Oh, am I forgetting the don't fade, don't enter? Yeah, I probably am, honestly. So yeah, I am forgetting it? Okay. Also, what I also forgot was I need to put these all on the same kind of group. That way, they're actually moving with each other. And you don't have anything that's just kind of stranded. But yeah, don't fade, don't enter as well. Link controls are right here. The wonk controls are right over there. Right next to the link controls. Might make this touch triggered so that we can also take a gander at this one over here. I also like make sure that I've selected everything. And make sure that I haven't selected anything that I don't want to select. Linking layers, I don't really, do I even know how to use that? I probably don't. I mean, there's definitely some places where I probably should be linking stuff together, but I'm not. Give this all a new group 51 because most of it is going to end up not being in group 35 anymore. Case in point that. Other than that, change this to 51, which is the new group. So it's gonna be like 250 to the left. Here's a tutorial for clouds. Great. Actually, I'm gonna make it alpha instead. The reason it's only like you here all the time is because I'm not doing level requests. And when I'm not doing level requests, you don't get many people on stream. Anyway, I quickly don't fade, don't enter everything. And also just like select a bunch of stuff here and see if there's anything with glow checked, which there isn't. I usually am good with keeping glow unchecked. Well, this one probably needs to go down by like a ton. So I'm gonna touch trigger that. Take a little one of those and Down 450. Did you try to post a link in chat? Because I don't see it. I'll probably watch a GD Cloud tutorial at some point. Probably should, yeah, we'll need to do that eventually. I'm a little bit worried about it ending up using like a ridiculous amount of objects. So, I mean, like, this is already a lot. Kind of a lot. It's like 3,000 for the smaller ring, probably. It looks like links don't show up in chat for some reason. I don't remember disabling them, but it's, I mean, on the one hand, it's perfectly possible that I did by accident. It's also perfectly possible that that's something that I can't really change, but I can definitely search it up at some point. Make both of them move lock to player X. And do I want to play it to see how it looks? I am going to, I think I'm going to take a break now because I need to get myself something to eat. Yeah, I will, see. Maybe I should I leave you with something interesting to listen to? Meh. Sure, let's search up something. I don't know, maybe some Super Nintendo songs, snogs.
Just
Incredible. You guys can also get some YouTube ads. Or alternatively, you could listen to Freakin' Geek getting trolled in Super Mario Maker 2. Let's see any way to loop the YouTube video. Just annoying. But yeah, enjoy some Super Mario World OST while wait, all one of you. Well, I'm pretty sure Super Mario World doesn't have Coconut Mall in it, so yeah, I don't think there's any Coconut Mall in Super Mario World. So, enjoy the absence of Coconut Mall. I just realized I did not turn off my mic, so yeah. And I feel like you probably don't want to hear the sounds of me making pasta. So I have finished making the pasta, but still need to eat it. Yeah. Kind of wonder whether I should have just stopped the stream instead of like having a BRB screen for like 20 minutes. thinking that I don't have all that much that I want to get done now. Except for one thing. And that is to get these two halves to move against each other. So $22 goes image to the left, and um that was no, I want it to start out relatively subtle. So I want it to go down and not up by mistake. Okay. Hang on, I can try uploading the layout again, but I guess making it not unlisted. I mean, yeah, sure, I can do that. It's not like anyone's gonna notice it. One moment, because I'm gonna patch these up. I'm gonna do a very thorough job of it because I can't really be bothered, but whatever. Wait, oh right, you do have me friended. Never mind then. I do actually have a copy uploaded unlisted. ID is, let me type it in chat. 7912. I don't know what you want to show me, but also the layout doesn't actually have any of the layout is just, you know, the layout. It doesn't have really any decoration. So what I wanted to do is that. Also, move by, yeah. make these a little bit shorter. Yeah, it doesn't really have anything, it's just a layout. You can make OJ. Yay. Sounds delicious. I don't really know what I'm doing with this. Anyway. Now. Hello, Attic. Again. You are back. Yeah. You made a cool block design. Cool block designs are good. Alec, I'm curious as to whether you're in any Discord servers. And yeah, I don't really know whether I have the right amount of timing there, which kind of bugs me. Let us be the judge of this bonk design. That is a bonk design. Why do you have glow turned on? It looks weird with glow turned on. It's an interesting idea. Top part looks... top part looks kind of cut off, I guess. Doesn't really feel it so much attached. Well, anyway. On the one hand, it is object spam with some blending. On the other hand, a lot of interesting effects are achieved by object spam with blending. I don't remember what the delay is between when I say something and when you guys hear it, so anyway, yeah, also take a gander at this. It appears that I have incorrect. It appears that I have some incorrect. What's it called? Group assignments. Either that or I've been making stuff move the wrong way. It does appear that I have some incorrect group assignments. Why is it moving up? Oh yeah, we lagging. Anyway, I think I like the parallax. I don't know why the whole thing is moving. Probably because I told it to. And I told it to move a little bit too much. Here, enjoy taking things to the 1.3 power. I think the movements are about what I wanted them to be here. The only thing I'm going to be changing later on is their speed. Just going to have to change at some point. But yeah, I think I have sort of, kind of, maybe have the proof of concept. Yeah, and we can also get rid of this. And take a gander at how many objects we're using. And draw back in horror at what a ridiculously high number it is. Yay. I'm gonna call the stream quits here. I still need to finish my pasta. I don't really have any more ideas of what I'd want to do here at least at the moment. Before I do anything else, I probably wouldn't want to watch a YouTube tutorial or two on clouds, especially cloud making in Geometry Dash. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, see you next time. I might stream again. Oh, jeez. Hello, the Stickman. Welcome to stream. Unfortunately, you happen to have caught my stream right at the very end. When I was about to leave. But I'll probably be streaming again on Sunday. What is it? What is the hold on? Still waiting to hear what I'm holding on for. I guess while I'm holding on, I can always check DMs. I don't understand. I'm not sure if I even know how to check DMs. Hang on, let me see if I can. If there's a way for me to check DMs. I don't see any community? No. I'm not sure where. Oh, Discord DMs. That would explain it. I see. So the thing is even lower opacity. Noted. Can probably arrange that. Okay. Okay. What happens if I cut the opacity basically in half? Okay, that happens. Actually, I'm going to do that, but with the cloud objects only. So I give these their own group again. And also remember to put these on that group as well. And remember that I'm only selecting clouds at the moment. And okay, something. Yeah, I can see how this would improve it. But first I'm going to, I think I'm going to, if I do this, I would need to double the number of cloud objects. Doesn't look like there are too many. There are a lot. Spin. Yeah, but now the glow objects look kind of weird. If I do that with the clouds, then everything else looks weird. Maybe I took down the opacity a bit too much. Interesting. So, wait, if I shading, yeah, I don't even know how to shade with clouds. I mean, that's kind of what all of the what's it called? Oh, that's not what I expected. Did I already have a second layer on that? Can't tell. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of that for the moment. Change the color of the cloud itself. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe I need more cloud objects that are just plain white but at low opacity instead of being white blending at low opacity. And also making the glow objects not rotate. It's an interesting idea. Certainly let me cut down on the number of them that I have. It's a thought. But it will have to wait for tomorrow. Yeah. Rock objects, yeah, I know that's a thing. But I might try it sometime. I kind of want to end the stream here. Yeah, I'll keep those suggestions in mind. I'll try things out whenever I have time. I might be back on stream tomorrow or the day after. It's Memorial Day. It depends on what happens, because there's something that might end up happening, but I don't know whether in my life, but I don't know whether it's going to happen tomorrow or the day after. And just a small event, but it's something that I prioritize at this. Yeah. Until next time, take care.